You are once again welcome to Evangelist Nima Kalu TV, Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. This is part one. That's the beginning in this topic of why Africans are backward. Why Africans are backward. In comparison, why Africans are backward in development, almost in all areas of development, compared to other continents of the world, compared to other people from different continents of the world. Why is Africa lagging behind? Why is it that we Africans, are the least, almost in everything? So the reason for beginning this topic is to keep on enlightening our people as a human capital developer. By the grace of God, I'm a human capital developer. I'm into human capital development. And I have come to discover that it is developed human beings that form and sustain the developed societies. Like Europe, America, all of the Western countries of the world, and some part of the Asia Minor, and the Far Asia. But the case of Africa is different. So I have come to discover that a society can never be developed when the people are not developed. In some cases, all of the people may not be developed, but when the developed people take charge of leadership, then they will begin to implement some developmental rules, activating it. It is not just about putting the law, it is about making the law active. Then they will begin to compel others to follow suit in obeying the developmental laws. These are part of the secrets of the development of Europe and the entire Western world and most other places. I'm saying this development based on universal human perspective, but I have to add godliness into this development, because I have also looked around the world to see that almost all of the countries of this world are not developed in godliness. So that also should be added. I am a human capital developer God's way. So I want to play a video from Ame Passion, and there is a reason I want to use her video. Ame Passion is one of those who had been in the front line to be campaigning that Christianity and that Jesus Christ, that we Christians and our practices are the problems of Africa that have been the reason setting Africa backward. But the same Ame Passion has come to point out some factors that cause the setback of the Africans and Africa as a territorial continent. And in this video, there is no inclusion of Christianity in it. And I want to tell you that Christianity can never be a problem to any people. Rather, religions are the problems. Religions are not Christianity. Christianity is not a religion. Christianity is the covenant divine relationship between God and humanity and through Jesus Christ. That is Christianity. The godly relationship between God and human beings. And these human beings are those who will come to accept that relationship and live by it. They bear the name, the Christians, those who practice Christianity. So let me play the video from Ame Passion before I continue.
From Mali, we would have woken up today to hear that is gone. That the man that is giving Malians a breath of fresh air A man that is doing something that a lot of Malians, a lot of Africans actually thought was impossible. There was a coup in Mali, and this coup was led by top military. They say the former governor led a coup. And this bunch of idiots were saying that Assimi Goïta is not tackling terrorism like he should. The same people that are the terrorists, the people that are actually the terrorists, are saying that Assimi Goïta is not tackling terrorism like he should. You see why I have been saying on so many of my videos, but in case you haven't come across any of my videos that I say this, I am telling you now, please, Africans, before you think of having a child, before you think of conceiving with a woman, please go and test yourself. Use natural remedy and clean your womb. For the men, go and clean yourself. So many of you are just carrying contamination. The place is so contaminated. That is why you give birth to children. At the end of the day, you have plenty of children, but all of them are useless. All of them narani. In some cases, one person will now be, useful. Will now carry other people, useless people. Contamination. Imagine conceiving with the contamination and the viruses, the infection inside your womb, maybe deposited by the useless man. And these viruses will eat up half of the brain of your child. Imagine. That is what we give birth in Africa. You think these other people, they don't have people that want to unalive their leaders. You think there are no persons or people, group of people on this planet that want to unalive the President of America, want to unalive Putin, want to unalive Jinping, the President of China. They are, but what they don't have is willing to. They don't get useless people like that as we get them for Africa that will choose another person, an outsider, over their own people. They don't get. They can never choose you over their own person, over their own man. But Africans will allow just anybody will just come and whisper into your ear, give you peanuts. Ayani Zuzu. Peanut Ayani Zuzu. A man that is doing well for you guys, why not rally around him, support him? Why not support him? In fact, we have a very big problem in Africa. We have serious problem in Africa. Look at the way we are running in circle. More than 1,000 years behind, other people are going forward. People are moving forward. We are here fooling ourselves. We are here. If you only say during the time of our ancestors, we invented this, we invented that. I get them before no be property. I get them before no be property. Idiots.
So we have had those factors from Army Passion. One of them is environmental pollution. Environmental pollution. African environment is polluted. That people contact sicknesses, diseases as a result of non-treated environment, as a result of filthy environment. And there is no African government organization for taking care of the environment from pollution, from air pollution, from water pollution, from different kinds of pollution that cause diseases to humanity. There is also health insecurity. There are no good medications in Africa. There are no good medications in Africa. These are the factors she had made mention of which all of us know. But I just played the video because of the person who has just made the video. There is health insecurity, poor medication plus health insecurity in Africa. Even people don't care on their own to be taking good care of their health. There is no governmental structure, there is no social structure for taking care, very proper care of people's health. That is to secure health from every now and then contacting viruses and different kinds of diseases. And as a result of this health insecurity, other people from other continents are taking advantage of it to begin to propose AIDS, AIDS in plural form, AIDS, medical AIDS. They are the people to discover sicknesses existing in Africa. Africans do not discover our own sicknesses. Other people, most especially the Westerners, they will be the people to discover it. They will be the people to provide it. They will be the people to manufacture the medication. They will be the people to give us the tablets and to inject us, to vaccinate us. So they use the system of problem reaction solution in medical terms in aid for food. They have been using it all along, and it is only few of us that have come to realize their subtlety for doing all those things. Health insecurity, polluted environment, poor medication. Self-hate is another factor she has made mention. We Africans hate ourselves in the sense that we do not collaborate. All we do is fighting one another. Tribal war, national war, international war, those kind of things. Physical combat, emotional combat. We are fighting each other. We hate ourselves to the extent that some of us betray our fellow in favor of the foreigners, what she has just mentioned. Even most of the African leaders, they betray their citizens. They betray everything that has to do with Africa in obedience and favor to the colonial power, to the colonial agents who had just hijacked the African system of leadership and have been placing into the leadership whosoever they wish. And whosoever they must wish must be someone who will pledge his or her allegiance to them, the foreign colonist, and not the person pledging his or her allegiance to his subjects or to her subjects. So these are but few among many factors that cause the problem of Africa and that have made Africa setback. Another one is poor education, colonial education. As a result of colonial education, we are non-productive. The majority of us who even manage to go to school a little or higher are not productive in many ways. Only the minute are productive, and those who are productive, most of them do not outrightly depend on their academic abilities to be productive. So there is no technological and scientific development in Africa, and the government do not care about it. So, all these things are the contributing factors to the setback of Africans. When people are poorly educated, they end up as mediocres. Some of them end up as nuisance. So, poor education is equivalent to educational underdevelopment. Poor education is illiteracy. We are not properly educated. That is the reason a lot of us can speak good foreign languages like English, French, and some other languages. Yet, they are not productive. because we are not educated to be productive. Only few of us manage to escape that programming. It is a social programming. It is a social programming. That is colonial education. And those managing it are the African leaders. They are being instructed on what to do and how to lead Africa from foreign countries. They are not yet independent. And they are the people leading and controlling us under their own inability to be independent. And we have been expecting those who are not free to give us freedom. So, I am just thinking about this African issue. I'm just thinking. I don't have much more to say for now. So, the other point I want to make is that fraudulent religion is part of the problems troubling Africa. And not only Africa, the whole world. Fraudulent religion is a part and parcel of the problems setting any people backward. But why is it that, irrespective of religions, other people are progressing, developing far more ahead than we Africans? It is because of the previous factors I've made mention of. So, lack of creativity is equivalent to lack of employment. When there is no creativity, it will be difficult for the set of people, for the non-creative set of people to create jobs for themselves and for others. That is the reason it is difficult. So Christianity is about developing human being, reconnecting the sinful human being with God, building us in moral wise, and guiding us on how to be diligent in life and to prosper the God's way. So from biblical standpoint, from revelational knowledge of the Bible, I can train and train millions of people, not only Africans, from all around the world, on how they can develop themselves as human beings, being diligent, being industrious, and being truly prosperous. So may God bless you. Always remember my books. This is Lost and Their Problems. So, moral development, psychological development, then development, social development in other ways concerning any person. These are part of the reasons I am writing this book. It's all about development. This is Lost and Their Problems. People's inability to discipline themselves in any area, in any and all areas of life. The problems that emanate from lack of discipline over appetites, over desires, over whatever we want, our inability to discipline our desire. Undisciplined desires, that is lust, and their problems. This other one is polygamy and its problems. Polygamy and its problems. Most of young Africans are parading, campaigning about engaging into polygamy, claiming it is our ancestral culture and we don't have to let it go just like that. But many people do not talk about the problems that come from polygamy. So I have researched and discovered many much problems that emanate from polygamy, putting them together to form this book. So I still have other books. These two are in Amazon. I have The Olivet Prophecy in Amazon. Then very soon, Understanding and Executing Righteousness will also be available in Amazon. And my bookshop is at number 1 Comprehensive Road by Uchobuago Street, Aba. Until I come your way once again, remain blessed and bye for now.